The New York Jets have officially traded for Davante Adams. And I don't know if I should continue to cry or I should celebrate. What a turn of events. After suffering a horrible L to the Bills last night, I wake up to fucking Davante Adams as a New York Jet. I'm going to start with the positive of this trade because I'm a fucking negative Nancy and I see a lot of problems with this. But let's start with the positives, which everybody seems to talk about. But first, a quick word from today's sponsor. BetAnySports is really obsessed with sports, so they have 4 different products all dedicated to sports. The latest product is a game changer with live betting called Live Lines Pro, where you can bet on anything, in any way, anytime. Really amazing, so check it out. You can even take advantage of their huge cash bonus offer this month, which is 50% cash bonus up to $250. If you use my promo code ECPK, you can get an extra 5% cash, making it 55% more to bet on. Click here to check them out now. Thank you BetAnySports.eu for sponsoring this video. 1, my favorite. We traded a conditional 3rd round pick for this guy. A conditional 3rd for a guy like Davante Adams is great value. There are a lot of teams pissed at themselves right now that they could not get Davante for a 3rd round pick. And the reality is that when I say conditional 3rd round pick, it could turn into a 2nd rounder, but there's no fucking way it will. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, the speculation is if he has a 1st team All-Pro, 2nd team All-Pro season, it becomes a 2nd round pick, or if the Jets either make it to the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl, it becomes a 2nd round pick. So essentially, the only fucking way this turns into a 2nd round pick is if both Davante Adams and the New York Jets just take off running and don't lose a game from here on out. Davante has missed a lot of time already, so I don't know if he's going to be 1st team or 2nd team All-Pro unless he just has an unbelievable season with Rodgers. And yeah, right now the Jets to make the playoffs would be a miracle, let alone the AFC Championships and Super Bowl. So value-wise for this trade, I actually really like it. In addition to the actual trade itself, the Jets wide receiver room just got a lot better. Let's start with 1. Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers are familiar with each other, obviously. So it won't take long for Davante to get used to Aaron's style and Aaron's cadences, because not much has probably changed from now and back then. We are strengthening this receiving core, and it is becoming solidified. Mike Williams is a bum. He is a fucking trash can. And Lazard, I don't want to say he's good, but Rodgers makes this guy good. And he's been playing well with Rodgers. You add Davante to that mix, and it's going to become dangerous. Yes, Garrett, his targets are probably going to decrease. His production is probably going to decrease. But nevertheless, it opens up the field a lot more. It's going to be so difficult for defenses to guard both Davante and Garrett on opposite sides. And for A-Rod, man, he's got options upon options upon options. In theory, this offense should just be flying, and we should be winning and dominating on the offensive side of the ball. However, as a Jets fan who lives and dies by this team, I don't think that receiver was our biggest concern. And I believe the offensive line play has been extremely subpar. What is going to change for our team, the Jets team, if the offensive line doesn't improve? It doesn't fucking matter if Aaron Rodgers is throwing to prime Randy Moss and prime Megatron and prime Jerry Rice as his receiving core. If the offensive line cannot hold up, then nothing will get done. We can't effectively establish the run, and we can't effectively get a passing game going because teams are going to expect pass every goddamn time. We didn't play bad yesterday, just like we didn't play bad against the Vikings. We should have won. We could have won. The last 3 games we've lost, we could have won. And yes, having Davante could be the night and day difference that gives us a win over a loss. I'm not saying Davante's not going to add anything to the team. I'm just worried that we're not going to maximize his production because the rest of the team fucking sucks. The defense did not play necessarily well. And at times, it looks like there's holes in this defense. Stupid penalties, stupid plays, left and right. Not only that, but the offense just doesn't seem to click at times either. I really hope Davante can change this entire offense and make it a juggernaut, and we just continue to win. But I don't see how we win. It's so concerning. I pray that fucking Davante clutches up and plays the way he needs to play. Then we're going to be successful. This Jets team is a dysfunctional mess. This trade was positive. And I hope this is what turns the season around and we can finally get going and win some football games. We have a complete roster. Woody wasn't lying when he said this is the best roster we've had in 25 years. This really is the best roster we've had in 25 years. To miss the playoffs for what? The 14th straight year would be such a disappointment and such a heartbreak for such a talented team. We need to just get our heads in the game, a little bit more discipline, and a little bit better offense, which hopefully Davante can bring us. I am happy about this trade, even though I don't necessarily look the happiest. I just have my doubts and concerns because as a Jets fan, I've gotten used to this constant disappointment over and over again. The issue that the Jets are constantly in the headlines is not good. Not good at all. It's going to create drama on the team and problems. Finally, this time around, the news is actually positive because it's Davante coming to us. Look, I just hope the Jets win some fucking football games and make the playoffs. I would be so happy to give the Raiders a second-round pick, knowing that my Jets either made the AFC Championship or the Super Bowl. But right now, that is very far away and unrealistic. Yeah, at this point, it is unrealistic. If Davante and Aaron go back to their 2020 form, man, this team will go that far. But as of right now, it's tough to say how we're going to perform because offensive line still sucks. We still lack discipline, and defense has its moments of positive, has its moments of negatives, and you never know what kind of defense we're getting. That's the issue as well. Overall, I am happy with the Davante trade, but I do have some skepticism. Let's hope my skepticism is wrong and the Jets win some fucking games.